What's going on, everyone? Rob Pelinka absolutely cooked yesterday. He, in my opinion, won the first day of free agency. And looking back, when it's all said and done, he very well might have won free agency, period. And look, it's not even so much the talent level, right? Like, there's teams that got more talented guys without a doubt, but it's the value and the fit and the bang for your buck, right? We saw so many guys just get ridiculously overpaid, but the Lakers were able to get really good, really quality guys that are going to fit seamlessly with this roster that were absolute needs. Lakers got size, got versatility, got switchability. They were able to keep a core guy in Rui Hachimura. They added more talent around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Now the Lakers are one of, if not the deepest teams in the league. And they have these young guys. It was perfect. It was a perfect offseason. The Lakers didn't overpay for any guys. They still have room to go get 2 vet minimum guys while keeping Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, or Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. Like, give Rob his flowers. The guy killed it, right? And it'll be interesting to see how it goes going forward, right? Because the Lakers kind of made all their moves from the jump, right? They kind of blew the load in the beginning, which is fine, right? Better to get it out the way, get the players you want now, and then have an idea of what to look forward to going forward. But the Lakers definitely still have a couple needs, and they still have a couple question marks, right? Like Austin Reeves, what's going on with Reeves? Don't worry about Reeves. He's going to resign. He ain't going anywhere, right? Austin Reeves, the Lakers did their part, offered him the 4 years, $52 million. He very likely, if push comes to shove, it's going to take it. It's not like the Lakers are going to rescind that offer and it's going to go anywhere. No. Austin Reeves is doing his part. He's playing it smart. He's looking at it as like, hey, I can sign this $52 million offer right now, or I could wait and potentially get 4 years, $100 million, and that $52 million isn't going anywhere, right? So don't expect him to sign for at least a couple more days. He's going to wait and see. It's like San Antonio just try to mess with the Lakers and mess with their cap space and their future flexibility by trying to throw money at Austin Reeves. That could be a real possibility. But nonetheless, Austin Reeves isn't going anywhere. And with Reeves, very likely D'Lo. I really do believe the Lakers are going to re-sign D'Lo. Now you have, with Gabe Vincent, you got your guard play locked up, right? You got your 3 core guards. All are very sizable. You basically upgraded Dennis Schroeder, in my opinion, to a more consistent guy, right? And Gabe Vincent, 6'3", 200 pounds. He's not going to get played off the floor. He's not going to get bullied the way that Dennis Schroeder did. He's going to give you the same level of defense. He's going to give you the same production on the offense. So I just think he's a guy that's more consistent. Wasn't afraid of the moment in the playoffs. Hit some big shots for Miami. You got him. You got Austin Reeves. You got D'Angelo Russell. All 3 guys are interchangeable. All 3 guys can play alongside each other. You could go Vincent and Reeves. You could go Vincent and D'Lo. You could go D'Lo and Reeves. It gives you just a basketball player, which is what the Lakers need, right? You got the basketball player, you got the size, you got everything, right? Our smallest guy now is Vincent at 6'3", right? Got D'Lo at 6'5", Reeves at 6'5". Like, that's what the Lakers need. The Lakers, you want to talk about size? The Lakers got size. The Lakers are big. Lakers are really big, and they're deep, which is massive. And now the last question mark is just the center position, right? It's what the Lakers need to do. That's all that's left. Lakers need to go and get a sizable quality big man. Mason Plumlee. Can you maybe get a flyer and convince like a Jackson Hayes to come over, right? And you got some selling points. 1, you're building a contender. 2, that center probably is going to play significant amount, right? Because he's going to need to spell Anthony Davis. Also, he could play alongside Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis is going to miss 30-plus games at least. So you're going to get 30-plus games at least where you're going to get to start. I do think Colin Castleton, I do think that he's going to end up being the guy that the Lakers bring in as like the 3rd center, right? Which is perfect. I'm really high on Colin Castleton. I think Colin Castleton has a world of potential. I think he's the guy that can help right now. And you're not asking him to come in and be some star center from the jump, right? You're not asking him to come in and play 30 minutes a game. No, you're asking him to come in, play spots here and there. When Anthony Davis isn't available, right? He gets the backup minutes. There you go. Those games you get to play 15, 20 minutes, get some burn, get some run, get some experience. But outside of that, you're playing spot minutes or garbage time, right? You're growing, you're developing, you're coming back and forth from the G League to the actual NBA, and that's what I think the Lakers need, and that's it, right? I mean, you got all of your wings and all of the perimeter, right? Taurean Prince is the guy that can play 2 through 4. You got Cam Reddish, guy that can play the 3 or the 4 spot, even small ball 5 if you need to, because he's got like a 7'1" wingspan, 6'8", 6'9". You got Rui Hachimura still, who, again, he's 6'8", 7-foot wingspan. You got LeBron James. You got Anthony Davis. Like, you go and get, like I said, a Mason Plumlee. All of a sudden, you're like, man, this team is massive. Right? Again, Gabe Vincent would be our smallest guy, right? Like, he would be at 6'3", because everyone else is 6'5" or taller. Right? Even Shafino's 6'6". So you got him. You still got Lewis, who he is as an athlete, a legit 3-and-D guy, right? That could come in and maybe get some quality minutes. Max Christie might be our best on-ball defender, and supposedly he grew an inch or two. And if he really did, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if when push comes to shove, he's our starting 3. And then add to that, you got Jared Vanderbilt, who he's been working. I mean, there's videos and images and all kinds of stuff of him shooting corner threes and just working and getting the reps and stuff that he needs, right? All of a sudden you're talking about, like, man, like, you got 4 or 5 quality, just sizable perimeter defenders, switchability on a roster. I mean, the Lakers are golden at that point. I mean, like, what do the Lakers need outside of the center? That's it, the center position. Go get a Mason Plumlee, right? Or whomever, whatever's available, right? I would like, personally, I think Mason Plumlee would make a lot of sense. Because, again, he's a guy that is okay with coming off the bench. He's a guy that is going to be a professional. He's not going to expect much. He doesn't need the ball. He's going to hustle. He's going to play hard, right? All of those things are very important, right? Slightly above average defender. So, gives you some good defense, gives you some good size. A guy that can bang with the Jokic's of the world, the Embiids, right? You go get somebody like that. You bring in Colin Castleton, and then there you go. Your roster's set. Really excited and really pumped for this upcoming season. I'm excited to see how do the Lakers finish and round out the roster. You still, like I say, got 2 more vet minimum spots, and you can keep Austin Reeves and you can keep D'Angelo Russell. So, like I said, go get a Plumlee, and then, I don't know, maybe go get a flyer guy, right? Go get a guy, at that point, go get a guy that you like the upside on, right? I wouldn't mind something like that, whatever position that is. Because, I mean, if you go get, like I said, you go get Plumlee, and then you bring in Colin Castleton, then now you got 3 centers, you're 3 centers deep. So then at that point, just, if I was the Lakers, I'd just find, like, is there a young guy that's available that we really like, that we think has potential and some upside that we can bring in and kind of grow and develop, right? Trust Rob Pelinka to find that gem. Our draft and scouting department, that they're keeping their eyes on, like, hey, I really like this guy, I really like that guy. Can you bring somebody in and go that route? Like, I think that would be the approach that I'd take. You got to give Rob Pelinka his flowers, man. The dude absolutely just continues to find value, negotiate well. He just has a real understanding and grasp for just putting a team together. I mean, this guy just year in and year out seems to just make it happen. I understand the Russell Westbrook era, that year and a half. Like, it was frustrating. It sucked. I know a lot of people blame Rob for blowing up a championship roster, but look, when your 2 superstars that just won you an NBA championship come to you and says, hey, we want Russell Westbrook, you don't say no, you go do it, right? And look, Rob didn't even want to do it. He had deals done for Buddy Hield. He had a deal. I mean, DeMar DeRozan himself said he thought the deal was done and he was going to Lakers, right? And then Jeanie Buss said, hey, do what they want to do. And that's what the Lakers always done. That's what Jeanie's always done, right? Took care of the superstars. That's what they wanted. A lot of people forget. We won the NBA championship, and the next year, he didn't blow up the roster. He upgraded. And we very likely win back-to-back. We were killing it. Killing it. And then Anthony Davis went down. Dennis Schroeder ended up getting COVID, and he wasn't the same. Like, the Lakers with Dennis Schroeder, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis were a plus 15.5 that year. They were by far the best trio in the league that year. And then Dennis Schroeder ended up getting sick, and when he came back, he just wasn't the same guy for whatever it was, right? And then Anthony Davis goes down. People forget, we were up 2-1, looked like we were about to go up 3-1. The Phoenix Suns had no answer for Anthony Davis. LeBron James was over there making Jay Crowder his son. Like, it was embarrassing. And Anthony Davis goes down, and that was it. Like, otherwise, we probably go back-to-back. We really do. And then at that point, who knows what happens? Maybe we don't do the Russell Westbrook trade. Maybe we run it back, or maybe make some tweaks or something like that. Like, people forget, like, Rob got all kinds of praise that 2021 year, where everyone was like, dude, like, the defending champions just went and got 2 Sixth Men of the Year, and Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder, and man, this team was off to the races. The team was really good. They were top defensively. Like, it was 2020 all over again, right? And it was just like, man, like, here we go. And then injuries happen, and sickness happened, and that was all she wrote, right? And then the Russell Westbrook trade happens, and I get the sentiment of getting all the old guys. On paper, it looked good. It was kind of the roster that LeBron built, and just didn't work out. And what did Rob do? He figured it out. He turns water into wine, gets us to the Western Conference Finals. Then we get into the offseason, and look what he does again. I mean, this dude's got it. This dude's got it figured out. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What'd you think? What'd you think of day one? What do you think happens going forward? What do you want to see from center position? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments.